it is a continuation of abstract class.
Yes.
It is a continuation of abstract class. So, could someone say what is an abstract class? Yes.
An abstract class is the one which contain at least one abstract method.
What is an abstract class?
A class which contain at least one abstract method.
Could someone say what is an abstract class? Respond, please.
An abstract class which contains at least one abstract method.
What is an abstract class?
Abstract class should have at least one abstract method and which starts with abstract keyword.
Hello? Hello? Yeah, I think now it is okay. So could someone define what is an abstract class?
An abstract class is the one which contain at least one abstract method.
Yeah, good. Okay, thank you. So the to discuss in today's class is interfaces. So this is basically it is a continuation of abstract class. You can say that it is an extension of the topic abstract class. So basically, why first before defining the interface, first let us discuss why we are discussing interface. I think that would be the right approach. So first we will discuss what is the need for interface. Okay. See, in Java does not support a concept called as multiple inheritance. You all know what is an inheritance. Inheritance is a concept by which one class can inherit features from another class.
Ability to inherit features of one class to.
Yeah, the class which inherit the feature is called as the child class. The class from which the feature is inherited is called as parent class. There are different types of inheritance. One of the type is called as multiple inheritance. Okay. Actually, multiple inheritance is not supported by Java. What is multiple inheritance? Multiple inheritance means if a class has more than one parent class, then that is called as multiple inheritance. The concept of a class inheriting features from more than one parent class. So that concept is called as multiple inheritance, and multiple inheritance is not available in Java. That is, in Java, if you define a class, it can have only one class at most. A class cannot have more than one superclass. This property or this feature of Java is called as, because of this feature, we say that Java does not support multiple inheritance. But there are some instances at which you have to use multiple inheritance, and if Java is not at all supporting multiple inheritance, then that may be considered as one of the drawback of Java. Okay, so to overcome that drawback, Java does is, in fact in Java, multiple inheritance can be achieved by using a concept called interface. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
So why we are using interfaces? Before defining interface, first we will discuss why we are using interface. So why we are using interface?
To achieve multiple inheritance.
Exactly, to achieve multiple inheritance. So without interfaces, multiple inheritance is not possible in Java, and multiple is one of the core OOP concepts. So you cannot also totally ignore that. So Java achieves multiple inheritance through a concept called interface or interfaces. So what is an interface? Now we will discuss the definition of interface. So first of all, you should remember one thing. Interface is very much similar to an abstract class. It is just an extension of abstract class. Okay. And what is an interface? The definition is, an interface is a list of static constants and abstract methods. An interface is similar to a class. We won't class, rather we will call it as an interface. And what this interface contains, it can contain only static constants. It cannot have any instance variable. Please note, it cannot have any instance variable. It can have only static constants, and it can have only abstract methods. Okay, what is an abstract method? What is an abstract method?
Method which contains only declaration without definition.
Exactly, good. The method that are declared but not defined. So what is an interface? Interface is something which is similar to a class which contains only static constants and abstract methods. Okay. All members of interface, by default, it will be public. Okay. It cannot be private or protected. Any member. So interface can have, with this previous point, you could understand that interface can have only static constants and abstract methods, and these static constants and abstract methods will be public default. It cannot be private or protected. If you give us private or protected, it will be error. It should be public, and if you don't give public also, it will be public only. Okay. An interface can have only static constants. So this is the definition of an interface. So to summarize the definition, an interface is something similar to a class, but we won't call it as a class. Instead, we will call it as an interface. An interface can hold only static constants and abstract methods. And by default, all these members, that is, these static constants and abstract methods, will be public. It should not be private or protected. So this is the definition of. Okay. So before proceeding, could someone define what is an interface? What is an interface? What is an interface? interface? Response, please. Okay, an interface is similar to a class, but it can hold only static constants and abstract methods. It cannot hold any non-abstract methods, and by default, all members of an interface will be public. Okay, so I hope you are understanding. We'll move further. So this is the syntax of an interface. This is how you define an interface. Interface. So in like how we create a class by using the keyword class followed by class name. Similarly, when you want to create an interface, you have to use the keyword interface. Interface space followed by the name of the interface bracket, and then define all the constants. What are the constants you are going to use? You have to declare and you have to initialize it, and then provide all the abstract methods. So abstract method in the sense it will have only method definition. Sorry, it will have only method declaration. It will not have definition. So declare all the abstract methods. So this is how we create an interface. Okay. So from this you can understand that interface is similar to an abstract class. The only difference is in an abstract class there will be abstract method and also normal methods. Whereas in an interface all methods will be abstract. And an interface can have only static methods. Okay. Now if a class would like to use this interface, how it should use? See, if a class is inheriting another class, if a class is inheriting another class, it uses what keyword? How a class will inherit another class? By using which keyword? Using which keyword inheritance is achieved? Yes. See, if you want a class to inherit another class, what keyword should be used? Someone should respond so that yeah, if a class is inheriting another class, what keyword you will be using? Yes. Extends, right? We'll be using the keyword extends. Similarly, if a class has to implement an interface, if a class want to use an interface, then it should use the keyword implements. So this is how a class can use an interface which is defined elsewhere. So this is the format of that class. Some class extends some parent class. So an interface can also inherit some. So it means this some class is inheriting this particular parent class, and it is implementing this particular interface. Okay. So if a class is inheriting feature from another class, it uses the keyword extends. But if a class wants to inherit feature from an interface, it should use the keyword implements. Okay. So that's the only difference. And what we mainly discussed is interface. Using interface, you can achieve something called as multiple inheritance. It means a class can extend only one superclass, but a class can implement more than one interface also. For example, you can see this structure: class, some class, extends some parent. This some class has only one parent class. The name of the parent class is some parent, but it implements more than one interface. It implements 3 interfaces. interface A, B, and C. Are you following?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is what the general idea about interface. So to summarize, basically we are using interface to achieve multiple inheritance, and generally Java does not support multiple inheritance. What is multiple inheritance means? Providing the ability of a class to inherit features from more than one superclass is called as multiple inheritance. Java does not support multiple inheritance, but multiple inheritance can be achieved in Java by using the concept called interface.
Interface.
And what is the interface? What is the interface?
It's similar
Interface
to
is
the
a
abstract
class
class.
which is list of static constant and
It's an abstract class, and it is a collection of. It is similar to an abstract class. It is a collection of what?
Static constant and abstract methods.
Static constants and abstract methods. Yes, and by default, all variables, all members of an abstract
Or public.
are public. Yes. And how will you create an interface? This is the syntax: interface name, and whatever the thing. Okay. And how a class can implement an interface? A class can implement an interface by using the keyword implements.
and
A class can use another class. A class can extend another class by using the keyword extends. But when coming to interface, we use the keyword implements. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Can a class can extend features from more than one superclass? Is it possible or not? Yes
sir.
or no? No, extends. I'm asking, can a class can extend feature from more than one superclass?
No, sir.
No, but can a class can implement features from more than one interface?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So that is the main purpose why we use interface. Okay, fine. See, now what we will discuss is, now we'll discuss a small example for interface. Okay, I'll show you a program. So this program uses interface. Here we are defining an interface. Interface. So this is an interface. Like how when you create a class, you use like class name. So similarly, this is an interface. So we are using the keyword interface. The name of the interface is my interface. So by default, anything that you define in an interface will be static and constant. To create constants in Java, we use the keyword final. Okay. To create constant, we use the keyword final, right? See, even if you don't give this public static final, all these things, by default, it will be public static final. Are you getting? Are you getting or not?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
By default, it will be public static final. Even if you don't give that also. For example, say for example, I'm creating another variable int b constant. So what is this b constant? It is also public static and final, because anything that you put in an interface, it will be by default, it will be public static and final. Okay. Similarly, even if you don't specify public abstract, any method you declare here, it will be by default, it will be a public method, and also by default it will be an abstract method. Okay. So say for example, I am adding another method. Display. So by default, this method is what method? It is an abstract method, and it is a public method. So by default, it is abstract and public. So it is not required to give that, but still for your understanding, here it is given. Okay. So similarly, this is by default, it is static and final, public static final. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Here we are creating an interface, and now we are creating another class class interface demo implements interface. Okay. Is this, see, I have one question, please answer me. Is this class is extending any class or not?
Yes, sir.
Which class?
Object class.
Object class. Good, good, very good, great answer. So even if a class is not extending any class, by default it is extending which class? Object class, because every class is a subclass of the class object. So this is also extending object, and it is implementing the interface, my interface, right? So whatever you, so my interface contains what? It contains three constants: a constant, b constant, and pi. And it contains three abstract methods, and all the abstract methods you have to redefine here. First, I am redefining method A. Method A takes an argument x. I am calculating k. K is equal to x into a constant, and I am displaying k. That's all. Okay. Then method B. Method B, it should return a double value. So what it returns is, it just returns a constant into pi into 3. That is what it is returning. Then there is another method display which I have added recently. So I will add that also. Public void display. I'm writing like system.println. We are discussing about interfaces. So that's all. So this particular interface contains three constants and three methods, and all the three methods are redefined in the class interface demo. Now we are closing the class interface demo, and we are writing another class interface. Okay. Here I am writing a main method, and I am creating an object for the class interface demo. Interface demo ID is equal to new interface demo. ID dot method A of 10. So what it will do, it will call method A. So x is 10. So it will do A into, sorry, 10 into A constant. A constant is 32. So 10 into 32 is 320. So it will return 320.